Hey everyone, if you don't know me, my name is Emma, and I thought I would make a few YouTube videos, get back into it again. I started a little while ago and then just got super busy with our business and my children and getting pregnant. So today's video is going to be about my labor because it was a crazy one. So I thought I'd share my story about that. And I also wanted to share a little unboxing of my push present that just came today. So let's get started with this labor story. So I guess it was so I was due with my son on the 21st of Feb, which I really wanted to be the due date because it was like 21/02/2021, so it was like double numbers of everything. And I was adamant that it was coming then, so I've just been pretty much chilling in my pregnancy, not trying to get him to hurry along. I was happy for him to just cook away. But anyways, on the Thursday, which would have been the 19th, I started getting contractions at night time, not like really strong ones, just really like crampy, like strong period type pains. And they continued throughout the rest of the day. So they were coming like every 45 minutes, sometimes half an hour, just really consistent but not consistent. And then by the time it was nighttime, they had gotten to 7 minutes apart, about 10:30 at night time. So I was just on my bouncy ball, on my birthing ball, breathing through these contractions, and I thought, okay, it's my third child, I know this can hurry along fast, so I'll ring mum and dad to come. So they came over to my house in case we needed to rush off to hospital. The kids were already in bed asleep. They were at 7 minutes, mum and dad came, and then they were like about 6 and 5 minutes apart. When it got to 5 minutes apart consistently, we rang the hospital and they said, take 2 Panadol, jump in the shower, try and get some rest, which I thought was weird because I thought I'm going to be probably giving birth soon, so shouldn't I come into the hospital? But never mind, I did what they said. I took some Panadol and jumped in the shower, and I just started tripping out because all of a sudden they were like 3 minutes apart, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just not going to be consistently 3 minutes apart. Anyway, they got to 2.5 minutes, and I'm like standing in the shower like, oh my god, it feels like I need a push. And I told him to ring back the hospital and tell them that my contractions were getting closer together. So he rang me back and they said, yes, come in. Anyway, it's about a 12-minute drive to the hospital from our house. So he was speeding to get me there, ran a couple of red lights. We got to, if you know Perth, so I was at Fiona Stanley Hospital, and we got to South Street, and we were just coming up to turn off onto the hospital road, and my waters broke, and I just felt like this baby is coming fast. I could feel like I was trying not to push. I'm like holding on to the car handles and just trying to keep him inside. Anyway, he's like, that's it, I'm taking you to the emergency. And there's 2 like turn-offs. There's one to go to St. John of God, and then the one after that is Fiona Stanley. He sees emergency, and it was the St. John of God emergency, and he turns down that road, and I'm like, no, it's the wrong one. And he's like, they're all the same. I'm like, they're not. You need to go to the other one. And then he's like, and I'm like freaking out. And then he got down to the other one, pulled up right outside the front entrance of Fiona Stanley Hospital. And I'm like struggling to get out of the car because these contractions are coming so fast. And I get out of the car and I'm like bent over like, like he's coming, I can feel his head. And then Ahak is like freaking out. The doors are locked to the main entrance of the hospital. And he's like, I'm like, just ring the phone. He's like ringing the midwife. Anyway, I'm like just about giving birth outside of the hospital. We finally get inside, and when we got there, there was only one person that you could see at the hospital. It was this lady. She must have been a patient, and she's having a ciggy outside. I didn't really care. I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just focused on giving birth to this baby. Get inside, and then another contraction hits, and I'm like, there's little chairs as soon as you go in. I'm like holding onto this chair, like just like, oh my god, I can feel the head coming out. I can feel the head, and I'm like, like pushing, making so much noise. Anyway, I literally could feel his head coming out, and the midwife came with a wheelchair, and she's like, you need to get in the chair. By this time I realized, because I could like smell smoke. At first I thought it was the midwife, but that lady that was outside had come inside, and she's like rubbing my back. Hold on, darling. And so I'm just like, oh, what? Like, I didn't even care, because I was just like so trying to focus on this baby. Then they're like, get in the chair, and I'm thinking, it feels like his head's like literally popping out. Like, is this going to be okay to sit down? But I was just like, okay, sat in the chair. I was like, his head's coming out though. And they're like, just get in the chair. Got in the chair, they wheeled me to the elevator, and I'm like having contractions the whole time, feeling like I need to push him out. And then I just like smell that smoke smell again. And it's like, and then I just feel this hand on my face, and it stinks, and I'm like, what the hell? And the lady from outside had come in the elevator with us, and she's like stroking my face, and I'm just like thinking, get away from me. But everything's just happening so fast. Anyway, all of a sudden we're at the floor, I'm being wheeled away. She must have got told to stay where she was, because she couldn't come into the birthing ward with us. Thank goodness. And then, yeah, literally went straight to the room, and they were like, okay, do you want to stand? Do you want to get on the bed? And I'm just like already pulling my pants down. I'm like, I want to get on the bed, because that's how I gave birth to Elena, and it was the best word of advice, pregnant ladies. The best way to give birth, well, that I found, is either if you're standing, let gravity help you, or on your knees. On your knees, leaning over the bed like this, it just helps to get the baby out. If they're in the wrong position, it helps them to kind of get in the right position, I guess. He pretty much came out straight away. It was like a couple of pushes, and they were like, hey, slow down your breathing, because you just want to push this baby out, but you do have to slow down and give your body time to stretch and let him out slowly. So they were like, hey, little breaths, little pushes. And yeah, head came out, body came out, and he was here at 3:26 a.m. in the morning. We left my house at 3:09. So if it takes like 12 minutes to get to the hospital, probably 10 with the way Ihaka was driving. What did I say? 3:09, about 3:19. Yeah, he came within 7 minutes of arriving at the hospital. So it was all really fast. I was so in shock. No pain relief, because I literally just got in there and had him. So afterwards I was like, can I please have some gas? I just need something. So they gave me some gas while they did my stitches and stuff. But yeah, that's my crazy birth story. Honestly, it reminded me of like one of those American movies where like, you know, they're rushing to the hospital and they get there and she's like, I'm gonna have the baby. That's exactly what it was like. Then from there it was a 6-hour discharge and we came home. Funny story. I said to Ihaka, he's never gotten me a push present with the other babies. And I said, I think I deserve a push present. And he said, yep, all good, get whatever you want. So while I was actually having contractions on my birth ball, I purchased myself my push present while I was in labour. You can jump in and say hello if you want.
Who's that?
It's my video that I'm making. So guys, I got my push present from Lux It Forward. They are like a business that sells pre-owned handbags, and yeah, they gave me this cute little card that came with it. So, I've already pulled it out of the box, out of the packaging. What do you call it? The postage box. This is the box that it came in. I was so excited when I opened it up. So, let's see.
In your handbag.
It's just this little Prada, like, wallet.
Hey, I want to
Crossbody. Ooh, it even has a mirror. I didn't even know it had that. Excuse me.
I want to have
Wait.
I want to have
Elena. So it's got, like, space for cards. I just really wanted something that was, like, small, that I could wear.
No, it's not small for big out. It's small for little girl.
Elena wants it, especially because it's pink. So, yeah, this is my little push present.
My turn.
You can have a turn, but it's mummy's, so... Yeah, I just wanted something that, like, when I go places, because I'm that person that carries her big chunky car keys, carries my phone, has a wallet as well if I know I need money, and I just wanted something that I could chuck everything in and just not have to use my hands. So yeah, that's what I bought myself.
I also want this rabbit.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm really happy. It's day 6 since being since coming home from hospital. Baby's doing really well. He's putting on good weight. Breastfeeding was hard. Not gonna lie, he chewed up my nipples, grazed them. Been having to use nipple shields. Thank you to my sister because she gave me one of her nipple shields and bought me the Haka breast pump. Oh my god, that thing is amazeballs. I don't know where I put it, otherwise I would show you. Can you pass me the breast pump, darling? Down there, that one. Let me show you guys it. You need one in your life, honestly. Pass it here. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So, you want to pass the lid as well? That's it there. It's just super easy to use. Put it on your boob, squeeze it, put it on, let it go, and then it just starts doing its thing. Comes with a... Make sure you put the lid on because I pumped like 50 mils and I spilt it on the ground. But yeah, that's... Elena, did you just pull something off it? That's the Haka breast pump. So yeah, that's my labour story. That's my push present, and yeah, just some little breastfeeding tips. Subscribe, push the little bell so you can get notifications when I post my videos. And yeah, love you guys. Thanks for watching.